Yes, I.
Yeah, we are here. We are back again.
Boy, he has sweating bullets, boy. He has sweating bullets. I almost didn't make it because I thought I had dropped down.
Another good Sunday.
A very good Sunday. A very good Sunday for me. I don't know about everybody else, but a very
Where's
good
the
Sunday for me.
Carolina? Where's the Carolina Panthers fellow?
I don't know. I just called 911 just now to see if we find a missing person report.
Hopefully he didn't climb the ladder and jump off the roof.
I don't know, you know. I mean, I didn't watch the game because I want him to tell me how the game went. So, waiting on him to come in here. I know how my game went. What a relief, boy. What a relief.
Kittle is the man. He's the truth.
Kittle is elite.
Kittle is elite.
Kittle is elite.
If not the best tight end in the NFL right now.
You know, you still got a lot of people who believe Kelsey is the best. Yeah, you know I'm saying. To me, I always thought it was a tight race. I give Kelsey respect. He is.
Yeah, Kelsey. But
I think in the last couple of years, Kittle has been outperforming Kelsey a little.
Right.
To me, in my standpoint. But again,
Kittle has a Patrick Mahomes. I mean, what's his name? Travis Kelsey has a Patrick Mahomes. You know what exactly. I mean? So,
I mean, my three top tight ends to me is Kittle, Kelsey, Andrews.
Andrews there.
You know what I'm saying? Gronk is not taking anything away from Gronk. Gronk was the best in his day.
Right.
And this ain't his day. He's very, he injury prone. He's still consistent. He's consistent for what he wanted to do. But he ain't
explosive. He's not the explosive tight end that he was.
Right.
A few years ago.
Wow.
What happened? We in the igloo? You're strapped in the igloo?
I put a bag over my head, like suffocate myself.
You can barely hear your partner. Fix your mic.
Better know?
Keep going.
Yeah. So we know we have one fan that's excited and glorious right now. But what about the Carolina Panthers fan?
Hold on. Before we get started and talking about our team performances for this week, I want to go over the picks.
Yeah, we could go back over the picks.
Let's go over the picks. I feel I should have put 500 in Vegas this week. I think that's somewhat rich.
There's a possibility. But you would have lost the Carolina Panthers game though.
And I had a feeling I should have said my damn mind. I listened to that fella there. The influence.
I mean, going back over the games, Bronx beat the Ravens 24-22.
I would only man pick the Bronx.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to pick the Bronx. Titans beat the Jaguars 20-0. Was a shutout. Chiefs demolished the Raiders 48-9.
I lost that.
Saints beat the Jets 30-9.
Cowboys
beat the Washington football team 27-20.
Me and you went Cowboys.
Falcons beat the Panthers 29-21.
Everybody lose money.
Seahawks beat the Texans 33-13. Broncos beat the Lions 38-10.
Yep.
Chargers beat the Giants 37-21. 49ers with a big victory 26-23 in overtime.
And that was the Lone Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the comeback king again in Brady, winning in overtime again, 33-27. We've seen this. At some point, you just can't stop Brady. You can't stop him.
You can stop him, you know. You can stop him, but don't give him the ball don't give him a chance. You had the ball at all. You have to do something.
That last play before the end of regulation when I think the Bills were in the red zone
Uh-huh.
and they ran that play.
That
I think
fade
it was a
out.
fade out play to Stefan Diggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of should have ran a much better play where you could have get more receivers involved in that play. Either Gabriel Davis, either Beasley. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not just straight to Stefan Diggs and that's it. You want to
Yeah.
rub out something. So, but it was a good football week.
By which standards?
By my standards,
By my
a very
standards,
good week. By my
very good
standards.
for me. I
Well,
know about
from
you.
your standards, I to show.
You can't be salty for everybody if you salt. Nah, you can't do that. So, but when we want to start, we want to start. You want to start with me, or you want to start with you? You went 1 o'clock, you know. That was
So
4:25.
you don't want me to be salty. Okay. Just give me one
No, I
favor
said I don't want you to be salty. I don't
No,
want you to be salty against the whole league. You can't be salty against the whole league.
against the whole league. Do me one favor so you could cheer me up. Play,
Why
put
not?
a Zach Allen dance on. That would cheer me up.
How about I put Atlanta Falcon on? You know that?
Well, that wouldn't really cheer. That might turn my face down somewhere. Put a Zach Allen thing on.
Wait, you want
Well,
to wait? You want to start? You want to start? Go ahead.
let me just get it out of the way. It's gonna be shot.
No, you ain't gonna be shot.
No, it'll be shot
You can't be
because
shot.
it is because it's everything that we've been saying for the past few weeks. The team is poorly coached. It starts from the top. It's not a. You could blame players, you could blame all kinds of stuff, but if you don't have the right coaching, it ain't gonna win. And I won't be surprised if I saw a report say that Matt Rule lost the team, the locker room tomorrow. You don't have it. The team, even himself, looks kind of like nervous on the sideline. Like he wish he was still in college. It's a different breed in the NFL, and unfortunately, we just don't have it.
Gotta
No,
get that veteran offensive coordinator.
we don't have it. No, I mean, when you look at the stats to it, you look at it, you'll say it should be closer, but there was one key stat that told the difference. Atlanta had 0 turnovers. We had about four. That told you the game right there. You can't have 4 turnovers and win the game. Atlanta threw for under 200 yards. You do that, you consider that winning most NFL defenses. They ran the ball effectively. For some strange reason, we get beat run on the edge of the ball all the time, and we don't make any adjustments.
Yeah, they ran for 128 yards.
Yep, because we don't make the adjustments running somehow.
But we
We'll
talk
always
about, but we talk about that, right? We talk about Cordell Patterson. We talk about that.
there, but it wasn't only he. That's the problem. He didn't run the ball like all over us. It was the whole committee. The whole committee had effect. Because if you look at the third running back, his average yards per run were high. Like Davis was effective. Not really didn't do anything. Just didn't turn over the ball. I couldn't say that about Cam and PJ Walker. I let's face it, the Panthers don't have the quarterback of the future on the team, and we don't have the coach of the future on the team either.
You can't bring the quarterback of the future in there. You're gonna end up looking at the Jets because your offensive line is trash. You bring your
No,
quarterback
no,
of the
no,
future
no,
in
no.
there,
I ain't say that. I say right now,
right
he's
now.
not on the team. He is not on the team. The quarterback of the future is not on the team right now. So you may as well. I read a report today. Somebody suggested you may as well let Scott Federer and Dan Morgan do what they got to do. No, get a head start on the coaches. Get a head start on other stuff that you want to see, and help your team later. Because I think this was the one game that Matt Rule had to win to salvage anything of the season. Because you got held next week with the Bills, you got held with the Buccaneers. The Saints, the thing that they do best is what we can defend the run. And then the Buccaneers again. More than likely, the Buccaneers are week 18 playing for the top seed. So they're going to play. So
So
you
you
could,
saying you're saying you're going 0 and
yeah,
4, 0 and
if,
4.
And
yeah,
this is Matt Rule's what second season.
yeah.
I think I
One,
think I think they're gonna give
no,
him one more season.
no, not. You could say that, remember, the owner just buying a team, they want to see one thing: progression. That's all. But it's a catastrophic regression that the Panthers been facing right now. It ain't no
What,
progression.
what
It's
was your
regression.
record last year?
5 or 6 wins,
What your record is this year?
5 and 8.
Right, so number not much a big improvement. The
No, no,
reason why,
no.
because you got that
But
quarterback.
it ain't there. It's more of a last year we lost 9 games by one score, one possession, and then we had Teddy two gloves.
And that was Teddy. That was with Teddy Bridgewater, who's a much better quarterback than
Right.
Cam and PJ Walker.
Exactly.
So
This year,
and Sam Darnold. I mean Sam Darnold, you could say.
and now this year, you got a better defense. All our losses have been ugly, horrendous. If you look at anybody attacking anybody from Carolina Circle, they told you this year is a huge regression compared to last year. And it's the truth. If you watch the games, it is. It is a regression. You have positive stuff going on, and right now, you just don't have it with the coach. Everyone's last feet in that move. I know you got to give people time, but his last feet. And that was a huge mistake with David Tepper just deciding to bring him in for 7 years. And I believe, like he said, he got brass balls in the office. He had balls to go back to Cam and say, hey, Cam, we need you to come back and see what could happen. He got balls to fire Matt Rule with 2 years of a 7 year deal
Should have never given that
and
7 year
one
deal though.
extra thing. Yeah.
I could
But
I can agree with that. Should have never
I
given him
do
a
believe
first year.
I do believe after losing this game, if we won this game, I would have said like, okay, we still in contention, we could see what happened. This was the game Matt Rule had to win. There's no easy fixes after this. This was the game he had to win. And not only lose it, but just the way he lost it, I think that was a nail that hit the nail in the coffin there. I think that's it.
What was it? Game planning?
Just bad coaching, bad planning, bad rotation of personnel. And like I said, like I'm not gonna put everything on him. Matt Rule couldn't do nothing with Cam throwing that pick. He couldn't do nothing with the fumble. He couldn't do nothing with the other interception. But you can just tell how your team body language and
Right.
morale is
No
right now.
confidence.
Yeah, the morale is and and that's a bad sign knowing that most of the players that are on the Panthers came from Matt Rule in college, Baylor and Temple. So if they're not happy with what's going on, no. And they from Baylor and Temple. Just imagine. So to be honest, I think that was a nail in the coffin for Matt Rule. We were all here watching, listening to me while I was watching the game, and he just, when it, like I said, when it really got, when it was, you could tell that Carolina Panthers are officially a dumpster fire when they took DJ Moore into the concussion tent, and the concussion tent hit him in the head. You going in the tent with an injury and get hit in your head from the tent. So Shane we can find out on YouTube. You know it's at an all-time low when that happened. And I mean, they they aren't any quick fixes for that team, but there's a plan that you can do to change that team. There's a plans that you can do to change the team. There are no quick fixes, but you're gonna have to suck in your pride and let Matt Rule go and get another coach and start from there. It has to that you have to do it that way. I'm sorry. It has to be. It has to be that way. There's gonna be no other way to fit. If you bring Matt Rule back next year, I 100% guarantee that you will fire him during the season, and that's gonna be a wasted season. You don't want to do that. If this team had more of a veteran influence in terms of the coaches, a better coaching altogether, I guarantee we wouldn't have had this record. I guarantee it. And from last night's show, we let a number, the number two in passing and number 14 in rushing, and number 6 altogether. We let a top 5, top 6 defense go to waste because they neglected to work on the offensive line. You've had horrendous play calling offensively. We chose to bring Sam Donald in for some strange reason to try to revitalize the career. It's just everything in one that's just gone bad. So to sum it all up, every show going on from now until the rest of the season, I'll have to hide my face in shame. Half not the Panthers. I will have to hide my face in shame just to know that I'm a Panthers fan. I'll always be a Panthers fan. But we are just very terrible, and it's sad
It's the
to be
name of the
honest.
game.
Yeah,
That's
it
how the
is sad.
that's how the Eagles were last year. Horrible, a horrendous football team.
I mean, I can. You just know when your team bad, something like the Lions, you don't expect nothing, but you got a team there that could do something, and because it's so poorly managed, it's heartbreaking. It's like you just let a boat go adrift. Where the captain is, the captain didn't even know where he going at the boat,
Right.
and that's the sad thing about it. And I know, see, what hurt Matt Rule too is he brought so much people from Bale and Temple, both coaching wise and player personnel wise, to bring familiarity with it. But those are going to be the biggest critics for you after, because if it don't work, your closest ally is going to be your biggest critics. So the Hassan Reddicks, the Rabbi Andersons, those guys gonna be what he doing that for?
Your biggest allies will be your most was critics, right? That
You
is
man,
that.
you man. But I mean, today was just the icing on the cake of how bad of a football team we are. And yeah, I said it yesterday, joking, but like I told you guys, it's a win-win. If we won, we would have gone and said that okay, we still in the playoff picture. But if we lost, let me see, the Seahawks won, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
that's
The
one. They beat
Seahawks
Houston.
won, so they probably jumped up on us. The Lions won; they were in front of us too, so they jumped up on us.
No, the Lions lost.
Not the Lions, sorry, the Falcons. They
Yeah.
jumped up on us. The Seahawks jumped up on us. The Dolphins are above us. So we probably number 7 in the draft standings right now. So
Yeah, but you don't say that the next 4 games is lost. You mark it up.
so
Mark
guess
it up.
what? We could go up to probably about 5. I don't. We're not gonna catch the Lions.
You're gonna catch the Lions.
We're
You're
not
gonna
gonna
catch the
catch the
Jets.
Jaguars.
Right.
You're gonna catch the
Yeah.
Jets.
Right. So those 3. We're not gonna catch the Lions, Jets, and the Jaguars.
So
Jaguars.
you're gonna have to go to 4.
What about
Um.
Texans?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Lions, Jets,
Texans.
Jaguars,
Oh
Texans.
yeah,
We're
so
not
Texans.
okay,
gonna
Yeah.
get
good.
it. So
Yeah.
we can get between 5, 6, and 7. If you lose, okay, gonna be 5, 6, and 7. One of those. Because remember, you still got the Bears and the Giants as well. I don't know the state of them. I think they have 4 losses. But you see, they own the tiebreaker over us because they beat us. So I'm hoping they get the same record as us to lose, that we will go up. But right now, you can only think about, as we would say in our terms, we're looking at the draft. Ain't nothing else to look at. So I'll have to hide my face for the rest of the season when we do our show. But I mean, it was really disheartening to see the performance today. It just looked,
So you was embarrassed?
yeah, very. I was, and I know everyone has a Panther. Listen, you want me to tell you how bad it was? You could, in a stadium that got over 40,000 or how many thousand persons, right? You could hear Matt Ryan and them every single word when they were doing their play card. How bad it was. No knives. It was so quiet. When PJ Walker stood there and threw the ball in the air like he trying to throw a frisbee and he got intercepted, you should hear how quiet the stadium was. They were like, no, this gotta be like a movie, like they're acting out something like the comebacks. They got a comedy movie called a comeback. It was like that. It was so bad. It was very, very bad. It was horrendous. So I know it's not only me. I know a lot of the Panther Nation right now. They kind of, I think they're doing the same thing like me, just hiding their face. Put on the glasses, no one can see your eyes. Try to hide your face. The only thing I'm missing now is my COVID mask. So they really can't. So nobody could see who they is talking.
And the Falcons playing for that last playoff spot
Yeah,
too.
spot. So you just give a
Yeah,
team that got no
right,
Calvin Ridley,
exactly.
a team that everyone just laughing at all the time. Now they're back in playoff contention. And we are the Panthers. They're just going backwards. Everyone trending up and we trending down. So there's nothing more I can say. It's just really, really bad that we are in this position again. It doesn't look like we're gonna get any better. No, but we have to make a change, and it has to start with Scott Fitterer is not going anywhere. He's the GM. He just came here, but Matt Rule wasn't his pick. Matt Rule handles all personnel decisions. You have to revoke Matt Rule personnel decisions. You have to give Scott Fitterer and Dan Morgan their choice of head coach, and let's move from there. I don't believe all the time in bringing in college head coaches. I'm not a fan of that. And if you do, you need veterans around here. Matt Rule, because he gave Matt Rule 7 years, he held all the power. He brought in who he was comfortable with. Don't care if it was college or high school. He just brought in a person he was comfortable with because he know he can tell them what to do. But
What if no fire Matt Rule?
hmm?
What if they don't fire Matt Rule?
If they don't fire
He
Matt
got
Rule,
5 more years, right? He got 5 more years in
yeah,
contract.
but if they don't fire Matt Rule this offseason, just remember I told you this, he won't last the whole season next year. He that guarantee he won't. Not with the coaching staff he has. His only scapegoat, his only get out of jail card
Was Joe Brady.
was Joe Brady. And you heard what he said in his press conference. He said, "Oh, I stepped out of my comfort zone hiring Joe Brady because we had no connection before we met with the Panthers. Everybody else he had a connection with. So he just told everyone he stepped out of his comfort zone. He wanted to make a splash by doing that. No, no, it's even harder now when you just lost your scapegoat. Your scapegoat is gone, which means everything hinges on you. And Jeff Nixon doesn't have a fair chance right now as the offensive coordinator because he's inheriting the same thing. The only thing he can do is probably adjust. And remember I said today during the day today that I saw some good things that I liked from him that I didn't see from Joe Brady,
Right.
and it was better. I don't think Cam even got sacked. He got a couple of pressures, but I don't think he got sacked. So I saw some good things. I saw them doing some stuff that I was pleased with that I wish they did earlier in the season. But don't matter how much try the tinkles and stuff they try to do, we're still gonna have the lingering problems of the line,
Right.
bad coaching, bad execution. It's just and as good like I said, as good as the defense is too, we're getting beat the same way on defense, and there's no adjustments. There's nothing happening. We're not trying to fix the issue. Where everyone who watches the Panthers knows the issue, but it's just a bad team right now, and we just have to suffer the consequences of. My guess, I don't let it play to lose, but the most logical thing is you have to. There's no way you're gonna make the playoffs now. You just lost another NFC team, so everyone holds tiebreakers over you. So my thing is just play for pride. If that you can do that, play for evaluation. See who's gonna be on the team next year, and get your top 5, 6, or 7 pick. I'd probably trade it down a few spots to get more picks because you don't have a second or third round pick, and try to build from there. Or if someone does drop number 5 or 6 that you can't pass up, then you have to take him. I'm fine with that too. But the state of the Carolina Panthers, which we'll touch on Tuesday's show, hopefully I get a special guest in. But the state of the Carolina Panthers right now is a ship that's broken in the middle, and we've sunk. We've sunk, and there's no way to get back up right now. So my name is Shride. And I am a Carolina Panthers fan, and I'm totally depressed right now.
You be alright,
So
man.
very you sound very defeated.
You be alright.
So now with the draft capital, with the little draft capital that you have and the little cap space that you have coming up next year, you think there's a chance that you'll be able to build around that and build
You
a
can you can make some fixes next year. You can get that team going. But if you have the same captain leading the ship, you're gonna have the same issues. You don't matter who you got. You're gonna have the same issues if you have the same captain. You have to start at the top, remove the captain, remove who else, leave the GM and the assistant GM handle what they gotta do, pick their thing, and then go from there. David Tepper made that call for Matt Rule. He has to suck it in, pay him his whatever he owes over the next 4 or 5 years. And if he wants to see good results in Carolina, if he truly cares about the fans, he'll make that decision, and you go from there. But it's hard. It's hard. No
what
someone
if
to pick. No
what
person
if
to pick.
what if you happen to somehow fix that offensive line and somehow get good quarterback play from one of the quarterbacks and a better offensive coordinator? Would that
It
fix
can't.
it?
It's a lot of.
It can't
It's a
fix
lot
it.
of. It's a lot of what ifs.
It can't fix because the team ain't built for that. The team is built around McCaffrey. Period. Point. I mean,
But if the team is built around McCaffrey, you should be getting offensive lineman.
but I expect
Oh.
McCaffrey to do the walk off. What's McCaffrey?
Nah, but
Look.
even though
Look. The team is kind of reminiscent of the 2015 team. That year that went to the Super Bowl. Remember, you had no receivers. You had just Greg Olsen. You didn't have a very good line. It was a very average line, but we stuck to it, which was you had Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams, and Cam Newton. They moved the ball with their legs. You can't. They're bringing back Cam, trying to replicate that again.
which
It's
means
not.
that you had an offensive line that was good in run blocking.
Yeah. Now this offensive line is
That's what it was.
the only way you use Carolina Panthers and blocking in the same sentence is if you use can't in the sentence. That's the only way you could use those two things in it because
Well, that's right. So if they can't run block and they can't pass block, might as well just scrap it.
so we played what we are 5-8. So we played 13 games. The commentator said this is the NFL leading ninth lineup change on the offensive line. So we're leading the league in
You can't
nine
really give
lineup
that.
changes.
Yeah.
And like I said,
yeah.
if you have average to mediocre starters, what do you think the backups are going to be? Horrendous. So
my
you have one.
my thing is that you got Cam in there. You got Cam running. You're Russian roulette. Your quarterback to PJ Walker. Then you're bringing back Cam in again. You say they're running package players. Please, I don't think it's nothing damn package players they're running. I think it's all.
No, the reason PJ was in was to do some packages though, because PJ has a better grasp of the
Offense.
full offensive playbook.
So then why waste your time with Cam?
No, because at the end of the day, PJ isn't the future.
It don't matter
Right?
Heineke in the
Yes, it
future of
does.
Washington, but I play Heineke.
Shane, listen. You have to do that at some point. Cam, remember, what's the purpose of playing Cam?
I don't know. You tell
Exactly.
me.
See, you don't know.
I
But
don't know.
You don't
No,
want
I
to
don't
listen to
know.
what you don't want to listen to what I see.
What Cam probably to see if he could bridge the quarterback.
Exactly.
The gap.
Cam's job this
Yeah.
year was to see if we can take the Panthers to the playoffs and to see if we can play Cam next year while we develop our quarterback. That was the point.
You're eating your vomit. That's all that was right. You're eating your vomit. You cut the man to
But
move on.
we
And
been
then you're
through that already. But we been
Yeah,
through
but
that already.
you eat your vomit.
You just know that David Tepper has brass balls. The thing he had to go back to Cam. You have to.
No, he's funny pride then.
I just told you so already.
Yeah.
I told you so. They admitted to themselves they made a mistake when they let Cam go and brought in Bridgewater and Donald. I told you they made a mistake with it.
They shouldn't have bring him
admitted that.
back. They shouldn't have bring him back though.
So
Don't
who
do
you
that.
gonna play? But who you gonna play with?
Play PJ Walker. He young. Play him. Just like anybody else. You got your backup, you stick by your backup. Dog, we went through a season when we lose Jimmy Garoppolo. We had to play a beat heart on Nick Mullins. We played Nick Mullins through the whole season. Bad, better or worse.
No, no, no,
You
no,
play
no.
that man.
But there's a difference. When you played Beathard and Mullins, what was your overall aim for that?
Nothing.
But that's okay, that's the difference. They don't see it as nothing. That's the difference. Remember, PJ Walker is not going to be the starter next year. He may not even be on the team next year. That's why they brought in Camp. They need somebody to bridge that quarter. You don't want to play none of these quarterbacks coming out of the draft week one.
So
You've
we had
already
the same
established that.
we had the same conversation earlier, right? When we were watching the Washington in the Dallas game, right? And I asked you, I tell you that all the commentators, the coaches, everybody, the fans, everybody in the NFL wall talking that Heineke is not the what do you call it, a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, franchise starting quarterback. Yeah.
But the boy is playing ball. He has Washington where they are at right now. Don't mind today against Dallas, right? Divisional game. They played Dallas. Dallas was hungry. Dallas made a statement and they live up to the statement. They were hungry. Dallas had to win that game. But Heineke has the Redskins where they at.
Okay, but wait.
And they look at hold on. And they're looking at Heineke as okay, he's not a franchise quarterback. So next year we are already thinking that we are not gonna let Heineke. But Heineke playing ball.
But
so
okay.
why would you take that chemistry away to start another thing?
No. Do you know you'll be the only person that says Heineke has that team playing so? You know what everyone else will say?
What, the defense?
The run game.
No,
not
the run
game yesterday. Oh,
remember what your coach is. What is Ron Rivera?
Oh, you gotta tell me.
Defensive coordinator.
Ron Rivera will tell you, other analysts will tell you the biggest change in their team is the way the defense played. The first few weeks, remember, they couldn't defend the pass for nothing. Tethered two gloves could throw on them, and he can't throw the ball at all. Anybody could have thrown on them and run the ball on them effectively. If you look at the stats, if somebody pull up the stats, the last 4 games, you will see that their defense was ranked in the top, I think about 7 or 8 in total defense. The game against the Buccaneers that they won, the defense stifled Tom
the defense.
Yeah,
has
so
much better second half
I
of the
can
season.
understand what Shane's saying about Heineke. I ain't saying Shane wrong, but you know what they're gonna say? The biggest change in that team has been that the defense has played up to its potential. Remember when they were losing the first? Remember we were watching something. Yeah. We were watching something, and somebody said, "Where is this Washington defense?
Yeah.
Daunted defense that we thought we were gonna see." Remember, they couldn't stop the pass. They couldn't stop the run chase. Young wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, the first half of the season, there wasn't.
The second half of the season, no.
Yeah.
They're gonna say that the defense put it together, and that was what was winning the game. If you say so, what about Heineke? You know what they're gonna say? Well, all we ask Heineke to do is not to turn over the ball. Give the ball to your playmakers. He wasn't carving up defenses. He was making the right reads in the right play. Let the defense do it. And you see that's the thing that what me and you are talking about, Shane, today. All the teams are going from the 5th seed to about the 9th seed in the NFC. No defensive coordinator gonna say, well, I afraid of their quarterback.
Yeah.
So we were talking about you got the all-pro quarterbacks and you got the
average, below average quarterbacks.
He can walk in our system. He has to play in our system.
Right.
That's the quarterback you talk. So you got your all-pro with your Rodgers, Brady. I'll put Kyler Murray there, and I'll put Stafford there, and then you got your. Let's hope this quarterback plays within our system type quarterback, which is the seed 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we can look at Heineke and see. What was the final score today?
I think 27-20. Hold on.
27-20?
Yeah, 27-20.
You know, if you ask Ron Rivera why they lost the game, he's not going to tell you Heineke.
Well, Heineke had a trash game. Trash of a game.
Yeah, he going to say he didn't have his best game, but you know what he going to say? They should have never scored 27 points on us. That's to tell you that Heineke is just their system quarterback for them. It don't matter. He has to not turn over the ball and those kinds of stuff. Whereas for so going back to with the Panthers, we don't have that type of quarterback that other persons want. And the sad fact is we don't even have a system in place because you want to run the ball, but you got no offensive lineman to block. You got Chuba Hubbard and Amir Abdullah. Those are elusive running backs that one cutting those stuff. For you to run the ball viciously all the time, you need one of those grinding them pounders, the bruisers. You need persons to get way down. Chuba Hubbard, he when a lineman hold he stopped right there. So the lineman don't do nothing. Amir Abdullah, he must have 170 pounds. They blow wind and he fly. So we don't have the people for the Panthers to do what Matt Rule says he wants to do. And then you hear what you say? We have to run the ball a lot. We are a running team. And then in the press conference, oh, we have to pass the ball in order to win. So you don't know what he want to do
Okay.
because he know he doesn't have the people. And it goes back to what you say, Sheen. The team is centered around McCaffrey. If McCaffrey ain't there, look what happened to the Panthers. They don't have an identity, right? They don't have an identity. So you take away everything by losing McCaffrey. What's your backup plan? Well, you know McCaffrey had was going to come in, and you know there was a real possibility that he was not going to hold up this year, or when he started to get injured early in the season. You knew that this was going to happen. How would you adjust to your offense to it? And we just can't do it. We can't.
So do you think that in the offseason they should somehow find a way to trade McCaffrey?
I do. I honestly do because the team, if I can trade him for a second and third round pick, sure, do it. Then someone will,
Someone will jump on that, yeah.
someone who's close will bank on him not being overused in our scheme, and they know how good he is. They would give the Panthers a second and third for
That would be a good
McCaffrey
pick.
because
That would be a
right,
good pick for the Buffalo Bills.
they like somebody that
Yeah,
just missing our thing. So
exactly.
imagine he goes on the Bills with Stephon Diggs and those guys. You know you got a running back, and no one fears the Bills running backs.
Exactly.
So imagine he goes there. Now he can balance out the team with Diggs and Sanders and Dawson Knox, and then you got McCaffrey in the
And
backfield.
with that pass catching skills there too.
Exactly. But the Panthers have no use for McCaffrey, no, because the way they want to run the ball, it don't hold up in McCaffrey's body. You overwork him, you overuse him. No, you're paying a price. So the contract that he has now, he's being paid that for the work he did the last 3 4 years. He's not being paid that to do the next 3 or 4 years. He can't do that again. He'll never play 16 games if you continue to overwork him. And if you watch games, they say like he tries to sneak on the field when they pull him off. Wait, you try to sneak on the field or to pull your hamstring again? What you try to sneak on the field for? So that's what we're talking about. The state of the Panthers, you don't have a captain that's leading the team and his philosophy. And Matt Rule, as they say, he's a program builder. Okay, build a program in college. College, they got the say in college. But you playing with grown ass men out here. You ain't trying to build no program out here. You ain't Matt Rule is trying to get players that are young and will have to buy into his system and listen to him. What good teams win? They have a good blend of youth and veterans. There's no veteran right now that's gonna side with Matt Rule. There's no veterans right now that's gonna side with him.
So the fella said he would be shot, KG. He came down for 35 minutes. It's talking
So
with that robot.
I don't know. I could have made it short and sweet, but I mean,
I got one thing for you though before
mhm,
before you kill yourself or anything. But I got one thing for you, man.
tell me.
Because I mean, you asked me, so we got to show it.
Exactly. Look at this. Bang! exactly. So what is that telling us, guys? So when you know it's bad, it's bad. That's to tell you when you know it's bad, it's bad.
So not only he got to go in and check for his knee, he got to go in and check for a concussion.
A concussion. I hope the concuss test him out there because they nearly killed the guy.
That's
That's
Do
bad.
you? So do you
That's
think?
bad.
So do you think they should also trade Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore and just try start over from scratch?
the thing about it is with that. I don't think they should have given Robbie Anderson the contract. I actually like Terrace Marshall, but he's being misused.
Right.
Terrace Marshall should be playing with he and DJ Moore would be a very good tandem. I do like Shai Smith that would play in the slot and Brandon Zilshaw. Brandon Zilshaw reminds me of like a Beasley and what's the other little boy dude?
Hunter
Humphreys.
Renfro
No, Humphreys.
No,
or Humphries.
Adam
Humphreys and
Humphries.
those. Right. Zilshaw plays that type of role, which is very good. But they got Terrace Marshall in the slot because he's big, but they misused him. He needs to play the boundary.
And
DJ Moore
outside,
can, yeah, DJ Moore
get
can
more
do the
possession
one
type
that can,
receiver.
right. DJ
Yeah.
Moore can be the one that moves about, but Robbie and DJ Moore, they got DJ Moore playing a lot of stuff that Robbie should be playing, which is deep down the field and those stuff. Robbie can't play like in the middle of the field. He get one lick, he drop the ball, and like he don't want to get hit. So he's like one of those situational receivers that he can burn you and those kinds of stuff. Even run one big route and then he will open up the defense. But I think they're misusing him, and that was a bad contract extension. I do believe that Terrace Marshall and DJ Moore are the future for the Panthers, but I, I can see the Panthers cutting him and eating dead money. What's his name, Robbie Anderson, this
Robbie
year,
Anderson.
or trying to trade him. I can see it.
Trade him
But
for a fifth or sixth round pick.
right, but it's just so hard to tell with what the Panthers gonna do now
Right.
because you just don't know what the mindset is. The only thing we know is what Brian Bones said today. We made our bed, now we gotta lay in it. That's what he said today, and that's the best thing you can see. So I
And
can
he
see
said
it.
he said that in a press conference.
Yeah, he said at the end of the match. So when they go up to the podium and say, he said, "We made our bed, we gotta lay in it," and he's right. This is what we are, 5-8 team. You have to. We can always say, woulda, coulda, shoulda. We should have done this. We could have win. We could have look at the schedule. Well, we should have win this. The schedule says we're 5-8, and we're about number 7 in the draft standings. We're gonna have to accept that, because I believe we're gonna be 5-10 in 2 weeks when we play the Bills and the Buccaneers, and it's not gonna change. You're gonna
And the
get to
Bills,
see.
the Bills coming off pissing. Big Dick Josh. Big
But
Dick
the thing
Josh
about it
gonna be
is
fucking vexed.
with the
He's gonna be
Bills,
vexed.
the Bills lost to the Buccaneers,
Really?
they lost to the Patriots,
The
lost
last
to the Jaguars.
yeah, that
Didn't,
one, that one.
didn't they lose to the Colts too with Jonathan Taylor running wild?
Running
Yep, the
wild.
last of the Colts. Yep,
Yeah. So they're now
7-6.
7-6.
Yep.
So they
You know,
have
they're out of the playoffs now too. So
exactly. So they got the sense of urgency now. So I can see Josh Allen just coming in here and doing what he wants to us.
Holding on the zipper alley.
you
Yo, I gotta tell you now, he almost put. I'm a big Josh Allen fan. I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like him. I wish.
like that arm.
No, I like him on a whole. He's a
Like that
complete.
arm.
He's a complete package. He could run.
Yeah, I like Josh Allen.
Good. He got an arm. He accurate. His deep balls are accurate. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's still trying to do too much as a quarterback because he
They
don't
have
have
no-
that much.
they have no run game.
Right.
They
He don't
have
that
no run game.
He ain't got a run game to bail him out. I would love to see Josh Allen on the 49ers. I ain't gonna be late to you. And we might have that already with Trey Lance, but that's false. That's not seen yet, right? I seen what Josh Allen doing.
Yeah.
If
But look-
he's the epitome of what Trey Lance could be, the sky's the
But-
limit.
But look
But
at
I
it.
love
too.
I love to see Josh Allen play.
Look, you know what? You know what hurting a lot of Carolina Panthers fans too. Last year, Matt Rule first year, we were one pick behind drafting Justin
Justin
Herbert.
Herbert.
The Chargers were in front of us, and Matt Rule was sold on Justin Herbert, and the Chargers picked him.
Yeah.
And the Chargers picked him. So just imagine we'd have had Justin Herbert now doing whatever we want.
Yeah, he had a better quarterback.
No, we went with Justin Donald. I had to get it off my chest. I know you guys were laughing at me, but I had to get it out.
But you let me down, you know. You let me down. Because
Boy,
last night you tell me you're gonna put it bring the paper bag with my head.
Lana couldn't point.
Yeah, I was looking for the paper bag.
I look at that
You know what happened? I would have put a paper bag here, and then I'd have started tight. Then I'd read, and then we don't want that live. We don't want that live YouTube.
and a black out, partner. And a black out.
So I mean, remember what I said last night too. If it was an embarrassing loss, but it kind of went like with our losses. It kind of went how our losses usually go. It just looks like you just gotta laugh like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening like that. That's why it didn't bother me so much because that's how it felt. So it didn't bother me like to say it bothered me bad, but it didn't bother me to say like I didn't expect it. That's why I didn't say I have the paper bag or anything. 'Cause I wasn't when we started to lose, the Panthers go in a groove of just doing all kind of bad things. And that's why I wanted you to show the DJ more getting hit in the head. All those things are just Panther losses me. So it didn't bother me to the point that it can't get no worse than that, to be honest. Can it get worse than that, guys? I don't know. You tell me.
Probably you could get off 48 to 3 last next week.
But the thing about it is, we'll stack up good in the passing because you'll have
Right.
Gilmore, Diggs,
Gilmore and
we got
Henderson.
we got Henderson. Oh my god, no, don't even.
So he get rolled today like a Bronco, partner.
But they benched him after a while
Had
because
to.
because they were, and then that's my thing again. You got Gilmore matching up. You got AJ Boye matching up. You see Henderson getting abused. Why not play shadow coverage on Russell Gage when Henderson there to help him out?
Right.
No one tried to make the adjustment to help him, and that what bothers me with because I believe that those guys, the coaches, actually feel the coaching in the Big 12. I do believe they think they're in the Big 12, but this is the NFL. They're gonna abuse their weakness. They will abuse. And remember what we were talking about? I kept saying, "Oh my goodness, they're gonna kill C.J. Henderson."
Right.
Russell Gage was just killing C.J. Henderson and no help. Matt Ryan wasn't looking at nothing else. Nothing else. They just stay there and abuse him.
You ever see what in the movie Any Given Sunday? With
Jimmy Fox.
Jimmy Fox. You remember that play Jimmy Fox like, where's my bitch? Where's my
Yeah.
where's my bitch? There's CJ Henderson on the like that partner. CJ Henderson was Matt Ryan's bitch.
And then they took him out, right? They took him out for like a quarter and a half. So the Bratton Keith Taylor, which is a very good rookie for us. He was a 5th-round pick out of Washington, and he has performed extremely well for us. That makes me believe that's why we're not gonna sign back Dante Jackson. But he played fantastic. But they brought him back in after he played better. But at that point, they didn't pass too much to do what they wanted. But it was like, where's the adjustments in the game? Where's the adjustments? We play one thing and say, okay, if it work, we're gonna stick with it. Oh crap, if it don't work, what we gonna do? That's how Matt Rule and those guys play. We can't adjust. And you see, adjusting comes with knowledge in the NFL. You can adjust when you got years in the NFL.
Experience.
Know how to adjust, right?
Yeah.
When you adjust in the Big 12, all it is you chunk the ball down the field. Kind of Big 12, the scores is 55, 15, those kind of stuff.
The NFL is first
The
half
NFL is different.
first half and second half adjustments.
Yeah, you
In-game
can't-
adjustments as well.
Look how bad it was. The first series of the game we scored. We drove down, scored. We looked strong. And then what happened? They adjusted. We didn't make an adjustment. Second half, first drive, we drove straight down the field. Strong. Atlanta adjusted. We didn't adjust. So it's like, what are the Panthers really doing? And yeah, you can blame turnovers, but really?
Yeah, but you have enough skilled possession players to actually attack the Atlanta Falcons
But we don't
defense.
use them the right
Yeah, you
way.
just don't use them.
We don't use them the right way. That's what's so depressing. We don't use our players the right way that we should. You have to put the players in the best position to succeed. Robert Anson will never come across the middle.
What a
Robert
catch!
Anson
What you
will
say?
never come across the middle. I forget that game is on.
I just
Where's
had a catch
our
by Lazard. Roger just made a throw
is
and
our
a big catch by Lazard.
Chicago fan on tonight?
Yeah,
Right
she's
there,
here.
right there with you.
She should call in
She
and
thought
I
she watched
need
it. She watched the game, huh?
I need some company with me.
You know, she, they're winning right now, partner. I'm 3-0. So your company is not there.
We were up 7-0 too, you know. All right, but enough about the panel. Let's go to happy times.
Let's move on to the 49ers.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
let's move on to some happy times. I'll get she in the floor.
I almost had a heart attack, but it's okay.
It was a close game.
It shouldn't have been, but it was. I mean, we started off very well. I think D'Amico Rams did an excellent job in the beginning. She said lucky. I gotta come back to you in a little bit, Monique. Let me finish, go through my game. I explained to you as luck. D'Amico Rams, he called a very well defensive game plan against three prolific wide receivers and a good quarterback. And I don't know how the hell them leave Joe Mixon play. It gotta have a rule somewhere that if you don't practice all week, you should be able to play.
No.
I don't understand that. That'll just mess up everybody's stats. Did not practice, and then all of a sudden you're a game 10 decision. But nobody can sit there and tell me that he did not look 100%. Joe Mixon did not look 100% in that game. You know what I'm saying? So if they feel they had even wanted to play, they let him play. He was really not a non-factor in that game for us. Again, going back to D'Amico Ryans, last night we talked about the coverages that I think that he should have run. I think that he should have still run the coverage that we used in the Super Bowl with the two safeties high and then the linebackers playing the deep mid. He should have run that. He did not run that, but he ran, for most of the game, he ran two safeties high and the cornerbacks playing 5 to 10 yards off. Now, granted, we had Josh Norman on one side, and he only playing one side of the field, and then you had the rookie on the other side, Avery Thomas, which I was kind of surprised that he gave Avery Thomas the start over Lenore, because I think Lenore is the better corner, even though he's a rookie. And that kind of kept Cincinnati in the game because Avery Thomas had 2 penalties for hands to the face on Jamar Chase. Just trying to press him, but pressing too high, hit him in the face.
Right.
Negated a sack from Bosa and also negated an interception from Jimmy Ward, which I think at that point the game would have been done because then we'd have been up 3 scores on them early and the game would have been done. Now, offensively, I think we played well. We moved the ball. We scored. Brilliant plays by Kittle.
Yeah, Kittle had about half of your passing yards, you can say.
142 yards.
151.
151 yards and a touchdown, right?
Yeah. He actually took over that game.
Right, which he should. Debo still, you can see that Debo is still nursing his injury. Debo only touched the ball 3 times actually. He had a one pass, he had to run for the touchdown, and then he had a play he had a run play at the end off the left side, which that's not Debo. Debo touched the ball at least 10, 15 times a game.
Right.
But I can understand that. We didn't have Elijah Mitchell, so we were rotating our backs. Jeff Wilson got most of the carries. He did a great job. Jeff Wilson averaged 4.3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I tell you already, KG, anything over 3 is phenomenal for running back. You know what I'm saying? 4.3 yards a carry, that's 2 carries and that's a first down. I'll take that all day, any day. Now, let me go back to your conversation. Let me go back to this comment by Monique talking about Lucky. Now, what we should talk about Lucky is the Bengals should talk about Lucky. Their 2 scores was 2 bombs to Jamar Chase. The first touchdown was Joe Burrow scrambling out of the pocket, and then Jamar Chase running to the back of the end zone, almost running out of bounds, but didn't. Good job by him. And run along the end zone and catching the ball. Touchdown. Great. The second one, more disappointment on me. This is the one part where I was cussing D'Amico Ryans. It's 1 minute and something seconds left in the game. They got one timeout. You know they're gonna try and go deep.
Right.
Why did you not put 2 safeties on the top the whole time?
Yeah,
you expose all game. You put the security on your cornerbacks. And you're gonna wait till under 2 minutes in the fourth quarter to leave your rookie corner on an island?
Right.
With Jamar Chase?
Did they blitz?
Yeah, no, he just one single safety. Single safety height and bring the one down in the box. Because what happened was that they were moving the ball up the field, right? But what they were doing slant routes in a 5 and in, a 5 and post. So they were getting behind the linebackers and getting in that zone between the safety and the linebackers. And they will move the ball down. But I would have taken that all day. Or switch to the defense that I told you to switch to. 2 safeties high and have Fred Warner play the deep middle. Fred Warner could cover, because his speed, he could cover the whole middle of the field. Or switch to that. But you're going to decide on your infinite wisdom, you're going to decide to leave the rookie corner. Not even Josh Norman you could have left on the island. I'd take the penalty. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to leave your rookie corner on the outside by himself. So what happened? Jamar Chase bought him. Tied the game up to go overtime. Monique talking about lucky. We get the ball. No, they get the ball. They score a field goal. No, I lie. We get the ball. No, they got the ball first.
They got the ball first.
They go down and score a field goal. No. Let me back up. Before going into overtime, Jimmy did everything properly down the field. Put the kicker in field goal range, and the kicker missed the field goal. We got into overtime. Who lucky? Cincinnati or we? Cincinnati lucky that Robbie Gold missed the field goal. Robbie Gold is goal and goal. He don't usually hit them shit. So Cincinnati got lucky. All right. Now we got to overtime. They get the ball first. They went on the field. They score a field goal. Our defense played beautiful. Bosa came up with a sack. They had to kick the field goal. All right. We come down the field, and Jimmy Lee a drive down the field, pass to Kittle, beautiful pass. Two or three passes to Kittle was beautiful. Only player to catch the ball was Kittle. And then the last play to Brandon Ayuk. The brilliant play. Kudos to Shanahan.
Yeah, good scheming. That was a good play.
Kudos to Ayuk staying in bounds.
He found a weakness in the zone.
Right. Staying in bounds and getting to the end zone. That ain't luck. That's play calling. The game should have been over in regular time. We should have never missed that field goal. The game should have been over from the minute, because DeMarco Ryan should have never put the damn rookie on an island against Jamar Chase. That's the thing I was screaming and bawling about. The most thing I was fed about yesterday. 3 receivers. Doug, at halftime, T. Higgins, 1 catch. Jamar Chase, 1 catch at halftime.
Yeah,
they make the adjustment after halftime. D'Amico Reyes decided I'm gonna stay with my defense. I ain't talking about should, cause I win the game. We won the game, so ain't no should nothing. Right? We won the game, ain't no should. We won. I just said, watch. Yeah, he should have done that, but he didn't. He get burnt. They tried to score, but we won the game. If we didn't do that, the game would have been over. It should have been 20-6, game over. That's it.
Right.
Period. Yeah. That's it. I think it was a very well played game by the 49ers. Jimmy was 27 for 41, 296 yards, 2 touchdowns. I can't ask nothing else than that. And I'm saying that's a good game by Jimmy, protecting the ball and passing the ball.
I was shocked when you said, when I heard you say Gould missed the the field goal and they
The
were going
field
up
goal,
over
yeah.
time. Because I knew that
Who don't listen?
you guys were controlling the game all the time.
But I tell you already, once we get possession, once we could possess the ball and run the possession of the ball and keep them wide receivers off the field, we were good to go. Even though when they were on the field, he couldn't really do nothing with it. All of their weapons basically was shut down in the first half. Like I said, Joe Mixon was oblivious the whole game. Right? We erased Joe Mixon out of the game completely. You had Jamal Chase had him 2 big catches. Now, T. Higgins is a horse. All right. T. Higgins was quietly killing us, but he wasn't really doing nothing to impact us.
Yeah, he had 5 receptions for 114 yards.
That's a big game, man.
That's a big game.
That's a big game, but he didn't do anything to hurt us. Like he wasn't scoring. You know what I'm saying? All he catches was basically to move the ball
move
up the
chains,
field. Right, move the chains up the field. But he didn't do nothing to hurt us. Jamal Chase for them 2 big catches, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna get that. Everybody, that's like us playing the Seahawks and DK Metcalf get 2 big catches. Yeah, that's expected. You get that.
Shoot, Higgins were averaging 22.8 yards a catch.
Exactly. Yeah. He would run the same route all the time.
Yeah.
He was because we were playing, in that defense with the 2 safety side. He was killing you with that slant or the 10 in the post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Getting behind in between the linebackers and in between the safeties, and he'll catch the ball. No, we didn't put no pressure on Burrow till the second half. That's when Bosa ended up getting the 3 sacks and start eating him. You know what I'm saying? But
the Bengals are gonna need to fire that special teams coordinator, because you had your punt returner muff the ball 3 times in that game, and you bring him out time after time. I don't understand these decisions sometimes.
No, I know you wasn't watching the game until later, and I know you understand. You hear me ball up.
Fumble. Yeah, muff. He muffed the punt.
Yep.
After the first muff, he should have been sitting on the bench. He should be. Really?
Well, ain't only one, it's 2.
And if the Bengals had win this game, they would have had a chance to win the division.
Yeah. Hold on, though. It's 2 of them, We got a punt return on Muffet twice. The quick return on Muffet once. That's what I tell you, the punt returner looked like he wanted to go and cry on the damn sidelines because he muffed the punt twice.
Because he losing that job too. He ain't coming back. He ain't going to do nothing on that team. He could probably gonna be a gunner on special teams or something like that. That's it.
He just lost his.
He gonna be a gunner. That's it. He can just run and tackle. That's it. Nothing else.
I'm glad we win that game because now who we got next? Atlanta.
Yeah, you beat Atlanta.
You're in Carolina. You'll beat them.
And then we got the Titans next. Then we got the Texans next.
Yeah.
I think we should go 3-0.
You got a chance to win out, and actually climb up in the standings and get a good playoff spot.
We got a very good chance to if the Rams got to play Arizona, right?
Right.
Tomorrow?
Right. No, yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
If the Rams lose against Arizona,
they'll drop to 8-5.
8-5. We 7-6, eh?
Right.
Let me pull up the Rams schedule here.
Implying that you're better than the Rams?
What?
Are you implying that you're better than the Rams?
Should I gotta play this again? That we better than the Rams? Oh, the record don't say it, Chidi. But the Rams have not beat us in the last 5 times they played us. I don't know how much time I got spelled out to you. The Rams are 0-5 against Shanahan's 49ers. Either if they're a good team, it's a bad team, it's a broke team, they are 0-5.
Well, one thing they have above you is they're 5-3 in the conference and 1-2 in the division.
That's okay though.
So
if we beat them,
so you can come up to the last game of the season.
I think so.
They come up to the last game of the season.
KZ, they ain't got the schedule is punk, The schedule is tough.
You don't have a tough schedule coming up.
They got Arizona, right?
Right.
Then them got Seattle.
Right.
Then them got Minnesota. Then them
Yeah, but
got hold
I,
on, hold
I
on,
think, I think, I think they'll beat Minnesota and Seattle.
I think
They're gonna beat Minnesota and Seattle.
I don't think
They're
they'll
gonna
be
beat
Seattle.
Minnesota and Seattle.
I don't think they'll be Seattle.
They don't.
No,
Yeah, they're gonna beat Minnesota and Seattle. They're gonna beat Seattle too.
they're gonna beat Minnesota. I think Seattle gonna be a tight game with them. Again, put now the divisional factor onto it, and then put now that Russell look like he's starting to get his groove back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we don't play them. We ain't gonna play them again. And then they gotta play. Then they gotta play. I just said it. They gotta play Baltimore, and then they gotta play we. And out of them games that I say, 3 of them games, out of the 5 games they got left, including tomorrow's game, 3 out of the 5 games is away games, eh? 3 out of the 5 games is away games.
Right.
So, they got a tough schedule. We got a tough schedule ahead. And I know when it comes to that, I want them to be in a position where like it's us or them at that last game. Okay, no
You
more.
want that?
Yeah,
You want that?
Yeah, I want to put my foot on McVay throat panel.
You don't want that because you might become on the wrong end of that the wrong end of that stick. I'll tell you that.
I'm good with that.
Trust me.
I could afford that.
You would rather want to write your own destiny instead of having to
I could afford. Hold on. I could afford that.
Because that would be because that would be a heartbreaking loss.
The Rams can't afford that. The Rams can't afford. We gotta play them with their playoff hopes on the line, and we be knowing that we 5-0 against them, and we go in there to put our foot on the throat. McVay will walk out that stadium and handing his resignation as he walks out to lose.
Yeah.
What happened?
But one thing I'll say, you guys, that was a big win today.
That's a big win of the Niners. Big win.
I'm glad I win.
Big win.
Hold on. What
Kittle is elite.
Hold on.
Yeah, Bears 10-0.
It's still all in the game, Monique. It's still all in the game. Still too early. You got number 12 back there.
Go ahead, what you're saying, Ashie?
No, I say it was a big win for you guys this game. See, you guys were the ones controlling the 6th seed, so that was very good. So, I mean, you just gotta keep it going. Keep it going.
With Washington losing, they automatically dropped to the 7. We jump up to the 6, right?
Yeah, Washington dropped on the second. Yeah.
So we 7-6. The Rams are 8-4 right now. If the Rams lose against Arizona, they drop down to 8-5. Give us an easy jump up at them. With us playing Atlanta next week, we should go to 8-6. They playing Seattle. It's a divisional game, so it's an iffy game, right? That's an up and down game.
Right.
So we'll see. I mean, I briefly peek at my Facebook fan page, and I go in there in a minute tonight, and I cuss every fucking body in there tonight. Because again, the biggest thing with the 49ers is the 49ers fans. That fucking faithful ain't faithful. They are always looking for somebody to play. Imagine we win. Jimmy had 296 yards, 2,000 them still in the talking about Jimmy trash. They might have, he had horrible passes. The wide receivers had to put themselves in harm's way. I'm like, what? I'm like, a quarterback that shot an open spot. It's up to the receiver to catch the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? We got 5 sacks. Now we had 5 sacks. Cincinnati had 5 sacks against us. Are you hearing me all the time in here talking about how my offensive line is probably the top-notch offensive line in the NFL because we all around does do everything properly and correctly. We have all around coverage. But how the hell we gonna give up 5 fucking sacks? And then they want to sit here and talk about Jimmy G throwing error passes. The man under pressure all night.
Yeah.
Thank God, Ting get injured. Hendricks. Cause he done had a sack before he get injured. He done murdered us.
You see that? You see, you know what I go back to? it's the same thing that we just talk about. You see how much they could pick on Jimmy. Leave, see if that was Brady or Aaron Rodgers or something.
Okay,
The bad shows.
stop right there. Stop right. Look at Dak today. Look at Dak Prescott today.
Yeah, Dak didn't look elite today. Dak was a little.
I bet you go.
Dak was horrible today.
When you go at any Cowboys fan page, not a man in there will tell you that Dak sucked.
If Dak did that against a better team and a better quarterback, the Cowboys wouldn't have won this game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but nobody
they would have lost this
They
game.
would never shame Dak. They would never, because they know he's their franchise.
Look at the Buccaneers today. The Buccaneers were up what? 24 to what? 6-3? 24-3. And win that game what? It had to go to overtime. Nobody gonna talk about Tom Brady. Leave the damn Bears beat fucking Green Bay tonight. Leave the Bears beat Green Bay tonight. You think anybody gonna talk about fucking Aaron Rodgers? This is what I don't like about football fans now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want a Joe Montana. Everybody want a Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? We don't have it. We have a Jimmy freaking Garoppolo who carries us to the Super Bowl in 2019. Every time he play, all he do is bring us winning records. Every season he play a full season, we have winning records. But you can't accept that. We could be out there with a freaking PJ Walker. We could be out there with a freaking Zach Wilson.
I could have a Gardner Minshew.
Exactly. But people tend to forget that just last year or the year before when Jimmy K ACL, or even before the year when we get Jimmy, what our record was? We were 2-6 or some shit like that. Jimmy coming and win out the rest of the season when he started to play. And then the next season, after Jimmy win out the season, after that, he played 3 games, he was 3-0, and he tear ACL. After that, that was the last year we win. Right? The next year after that, Jimmy come back healthy. 12-5. Straight to the Super Bowl. Oh, they talk about, we went on defense. Oh, we went on run game. It don't matter what we went on. Jimmy does control the ball. The quarterback controls the offense. Our defense, like I tell you, Shidi, our defense was not the number 1 scoring defense in the damn league. Has never been. So you can't tell me that our defense helped us win games, because then there wasn't scoring no damn points for us. There wasn't scoring 6s. Even if you put us in good position, it still takes the quarterback to score the points. Because I've seen teams the defense will put the team in a good position, and the quarterback come right out and try to pick.
Look how crazy it is. After that entire 49er season that took them, all the glory would go to the defense and to Kyle Shanahan. It would never go to Jimmy Garoppolo.
Why not?
That's true.
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
See, they will say that Jimmy was in a favorable scheme. Kyle Shanahan, that's what he does. He makes the quarterback look good.
Okay.
They'll never give them the credit.
Okay.
They'll never give them the credit.
Okay, so not Treaty, you need an offensive coordinator. Would you take Kyle Shanahan as an offensive coordinator?
Of course.
Really?
Yes, you would.
I think all 32 teams would take Shanahan as an offensive coordinator.
And would you and then if you take Kyle Shanahan as an offensive coordinator and Jalen Hurts and PJ Walker all of a sudden winning games, don't matter if it's them who is winning the games, but your team winning games because your quarterback is running Shanahan's system.
Right.
Wouldn't you love it? Would you have a problem with it? As a fan, would you have a problem with it? We just win a goddamn game against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, there should be
three fucking prolific wide receivers.
That was a big game, man.
That was a big game.
Our starting corners injured. And we just win a game against a playoff-bound Cincinnati Bengals.
That's fans.
And a fan will sit down there and write about Jimmy is still trash.
That's fans just nitpicking and just trying to find a way to push buttons. I'm probably a troll.
a non-football player wish he could play football ass. Now he is. Kick him on the chat because that's nonsense.
Jimmy had a good game. Jimmy had 103 passer rating.
Exactly.
That's a good passer rating for a quarterback.
I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this for you. Because keep on talking. Let me find it again. Because people just I don't understand. I don't understand the fans, and this want to get me hot with fans.
I guess you won't hear Monique start talking for much longer. That kind and Roger just start up now.
That's it.
And Roger just started up, so I guess Monique is done for the night.
This is Monique for now. Zip and throw the key.
What is going?
10-7.
10-7. They just go.
Oh God! I leave Monique alone. All right, let me play this for you. Let me play this for you because I got that Facebook thing after I get off of this, and I get angry as hell with that man.
To say the least.
Oh yeah.
You are top 5 in several different statistical categories under pressure. Take me through that last drive.
Oh man. Oh man, I'll tell you what. It's am I still good?
Yeah, you're still good. I'm good too. Thanks for asking.
It was a dogfight that whole game. Just guys were battling. I mean, it really came down. We knew it was going to be a 60-minute game.
Look at
a
him
little
stats.
extra in this case, but it was everything we could have asked for. It was a fun night.
Brandon Ayuk made an amazing touchdown grab there in overtime. You were a little short because of injuries in the running back position, but you spread it around to 6 different receivers, including George Kittle. 15 catches, 151 yards. How clutch is he?
All of them. I mean, everyone made big plays today. George had a couple at the end there, but I mean, Juwan made a huge catch down the sideline. I don't think we'd be in this situation without him, and it's just all those little things coming together. Guys making plays at the end. The O-line played great. It was everything coming together.
And I got to note your defense. 4 sacks on Joe Burrow. Also came up with some big stops.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of statement does a win like this make against another potential playoff opponent?
I mean, it's December football. It's not going to be pretty. We knew that coming into it. It was going to be a hostile environment and everything, but we found a way, and that's what it's all about right now.
Great win, Jimmy.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it right
it.
there.
Yeah, well, I got nothing to say after that. I ain't need to comment on that. And I say the man leading 5 stats when he under pressure. The man quarterback rating 103 rating quarterback QBR for the game.
Right.
296 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. They got quarterbacks who play today that ain't even see that. Ain't even see that today. But you're gonna sit down in a fan chat and gonna berate Jimmy G that.
Right.
And what my thing is like these fans forget where we coming from. And Nick Mullins and a CJ beat that. I don't even know what Nick Mullins is right now. I don't even know where CJ Behat is right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like really? So okay. We potentially have our quarterback of the future. And I'm gonna tell you say this, and I'm gonna always say this. Trey Lance is 21 years old. You have an experienced Jimmy Garoppolo playing quarterback right now, who Trey Lance can sit behind of, learn, watch, don't have to come in the games to do nothing but just sit back. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 goddamn years. I almost forgot that Aaron Rodgers was on the Green Bay Packers until he came out.
Mahomes sat for a year behind Alex Smith.
So why are we rushing? Why do we want to rush? When Trey Lance come on, he's going to be 22, 23, 24. I would rather see Trey Lance sit for 3 years. I would want to sit for 3 years.
They want to see the oohs and the ahs when you watch Trey Lance and
that's what they want to know.
You see when they watch the highlights, they want to see that on the 49ers. That's
right.
They forget how bad Trey Lance looked against the Cardinals. They forget. Trey Lance ain't ready, and everybody knew that when we drafted him at number 3. Might have the best potential in the draft, but he is raw. So now Kyle Shanahan is molding this guy, molding him into what he wants him to be. So when he come out on the field, God damn it, if we don't come out fucking slinging dick like Josh Allen, I don't know what. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I expect. When Aaron Rodgers came out under Brett Favre,
he was slinging. He came out slinging there. By
that time, so you got 4 years. You got 4 years. Kittle might be at the back end of his greater days. That's fine. That's okay. Debo, Ayuk should be in their prime. You know what I'm saying? Nick Bosa gonna be in his prime. Remember, Bosa only 22. Kinlaw just come in the league. Kinlaw 21. Elijah Mitchell just 22. So you still got a team to build around this guy. We can solidify the line. Thing is, Trent Williams is he old, so he gonna be gone by the time Lance come out. But we could get solid left tackle put up.
Pick six. Monique, pick six.
Oh God.
Pick six.
Oh God.
That's it.
Vomit. That's how vomit. But you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what else to say. I'm a happy guy today. I'm happy. We won. We 7-6, baby. You know what I'm saying? Kylie had too much winning seasons. He need to get one. We need to have one this year. And I think he deserves a winning season this year. Even if it ain't take us where we need to be at, I'm okay.
Right.
Cause I don't want to go. When I went to the Super Bowl in 2019, I had wanted to go. I believe like nobody could have beat us that. You know what I'm saying? We was a all around monster.
They won a game.
Our defense was a monster.
Yeah,
and that's how we
defense
did.
was unstoppable too. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but this year we got little holes. We still got little learning calls. We ain't as dominant and explosive as we want to be, but I'm okay with that. But we can go in there and make nice.
You can ask teams, which team don't you want to face if they are 6 or 7 seed and they're gonna see the 49ers?
Yeah.
Exactly.
They got a great head coach. They have a great quarterback that does what he needs to do, and they have a really good defense.
Yep.
So all those stuff you gotta look at. But
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you can't satisfy every fan out there, and we all know that.
Some fans are assholes.
No, but
some fans are assholes.
It's like one of the guys had said one time, the fans think that this is Madden on a console.
Exactly.
And even on the console, they don't do good.
I remember a fan said that the Eagles need to play more cover 2. How the hell can you play cover 2 when you have trash linebackers?
Hold on there. We just got a viewer chain. Monique, is that you back? Did you just tune back in, Monique? Because these fellas in here talking about pick 6.
Hear the sound that Monique had to play when she see that pick 6.
She did.
Monique ain't looking too good, It ain't looking too good right now. It's not looking too good.
The Bears, the Bears, they got a good one in Justin Fields. Give him time, but place the right people around him. You have to. Please place the right people around Justin Fields.
But the Bears,
great coaching staff.
Yeah, but the
right,
Bears
that's what I mean.
The right coaching staff around Justin Fields.
The Bears got a lot of injuries, I mean.
Yeah, but Matt Nagy is garbage.
Yeah, Matt Nagy is garbage. He is garbage. He need to go. I don't know where they hold on to him.
He had that one flu, that one glimpse with what his name is, Trubisky, when they made the playoffs or whatever, but that was about it.
But it wasn't because of Trubisky, it was because of that defense.
Yeah, that defense.
It was because of that defense. Trubisky didn't do nothing to really say that thing. He just played within the system.
Right.
That defense took over that game.
Monique say you and her in the same boat, partner.
No, we're not. You actually have the future quarterback. I don't.
That's true.
That's true.
That is true. So Monique is actually good. She shouldn't worry. But the only problem with her is her draft pick this year is not hers because she traded it for Justin Fields.
She need to get rid of Matt Nagy.
They traded up for Justin Fields, but she just need to place the right people around.
Fire Matt Nagy and bring in a more.
It starts with Nagy.
Yeah, get Nagy.
I would have put Bellamy with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
I would have put Bellamy with Justin Fields and let him grow.
I think would be a smart move talking about Bellamy. I think the Raiders should go after Bellamy.
The Raiders?
Yeah, I think they should go after Bellamy.
They're gonna try to make a fancy play on the.
They should go against Bellamy. They should go for Bellamy. Take Bellamy away from the Chiefs.
I just feel they can go for somebody with a name
with a
and
flash.
they're gonna backfire. And they're gonna
Yeah,
backfire.
that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they're gonna go for somebody with a name and backfire. You just need to walk. Just keep playing. Do something. Just keep trying. Get the right person. I remember they were talking about Joe Brady going to the Raiders. That would be horrendous.
As a head coach,
Yeah, he had 5 head coaching interviews last year, and them same horses were impressed. They just didn't want him last year, and somebody might be bold enough
well,
to
next
hire him
next
this year.
season, next Sirianni is a head coach, so
Exactly. Remember when McVay had get hired, he was only like 31 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
The youngest coach.
exactly
Yeah,
what he was
yeah.
before he was an
he
offensive.
was
You
quite
know,
better.
offensive coordinator. When he Shanahan got hired, Shanahan had him by 1 year, so that's why he the youngest.
And then he
I
was
think
in
it's-
Washington. He was in Washington too. He
All
was
of
in
them
Washington
were together. All of them were
Album was
together.
Washington, yeah.
All of them were
Love
together.
those.
Album and Mike.
Yeah.
Album
Yeah.
and Mike Shanahan.
Yeah.
All of them, yo, when you look at that coaching staff, right, all them coaches come up under one tutelage, you know.
Shanahan, yeah. Mike Shanahan, yeah.
Because there's certain people that got that tree. They got the
Andy Reid tree.
the Andy Reid tree.
Tree. You
You
got
got
the
a
Bill
Bill
Belichick
Belichick.
tree.
But
Yeah.
all them come under that tree. All them come
Yeah.
on Bill. If you go back and look at the Bill Belichick tree, Shanahan on under it. All them
Yeah.
man under it.
Mike on it, yeah.
The man were coordinators. I think
McDermott.
Shanahan was like a wide receiver coordinator.
McDermott, Rivera was under Andy Reid.
I don't know.
Doug Peterson was
but
under
I
Andy
mean-
Reid for a little bit.
I think I'm at a good spot right now to make some noise. Like I really am surprised about the Seahawks record. I really thought that all 4 teams from the NFC West would have been in the
playoff hunt?
mix.
Yeah, but Russell was injured.
Oh, good throw. Good throw. That guy
Whoa.
The Bears is elite.
Justin Fields, boy. Justin Fields, a quarterback that has an arm.
Again, that could have been our quarterback.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson was injured, being up the past couple of weeks. So
Yeah, but even before that, KG, the man looked like trash before that.
yeah, that
But you know what hampers Seattle?
the offensive
Something
line.
that they forget. They
Offensive
neglect and fixing the line.
Yeah, the
And,
offensive.
It ain't
and
got
that's,
hours.
and that's Pete Carroll's fault because Russell been complaining about offensive line
Exactly.
for a long
They
time.
you know what happened to them? They neglect the line. That finally caught up to that finally caught up to them. And the defense has regressed as well. The defense regressed. Yeah, you guys are elite. You guys got an elite quarterback. I wish I had that quarterback.
Me too.
You got hot.
No. Hearts don't have that. Hearts don't have an arm like Justin Fields. We gonna see Hearts next week against these Redskins. Washington football team, I should say. We gonna see
Play them next week.
next Sunday. That's gonna be a big game, a big division game.
Remember, we got 2 games on Saturday, eh?
Yeah,
We got doubleheader on Saturday. And then we got games on Sunday.
yeah, games on Sunday. So it's gonna be a long football weekend.
We got a good football weekend.
And that's good. We need that.
It's coming on to the end of the football season too.
4 weeks.
They say this is season to be jolly, but if you're a Panthers fan, you can't be jolly.
4 weeks. 4 weeks.
How good
Yeah.
fans of the
Well-
Lions, Jaguars, Jets? How them could be jolly? There is no
Yeah.
way they could be.
You have something to look forward to.
The draft, partner.
The draft.
Well, one night at the draft, we ain't got days.
You can trade up.
I think we can trade McCaffrey. I guarantee we trade McCaffrey. They ain't gonna hold McCaffrey. They're gonna
Switch
see
it
if
up,
they can get something.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
think-
gonna see if they get something.
I think there's a possibility the Eagles might trade Fletcher Cox too.
Yeah.
But they might trade Fletcher Cox and they might trade Darius Slay.
I don't Slay.
I don't think
not
I'll trade
because
Slay. Nah,
they ain't
I
gonna
think
trade
I'll
Slay. Cox because of the contract.
Yeah, but trade Slay too.
I don't think you guys gonna You guys ain't gonna resign Fletcher Cox. I think it's better to just
He
trade him
got
in.
like Fletcher Cox got like 2 more years left.
I think they will try to
Two?
get something for him.
I
Still,
think he had 2 more years.
sure.
He,
I
like,
thought it
how
was
old
one.
are you, 24?
31, I think.
Okay, older than that.
No, Fletcher Cox still 31? Yeah. I think Fletcher Cox got like 2 more years left on his contract. I could be wrong.
I think it was. I think they were talking about it today. I mean, this year for the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I think he got 1 year left in it. Not two. One.
So when we went through the predictions yesterday, we predict the Arizona Rams game. I don't remember.
Yeah, you said the Cardinals. Me and Kid, you said the Rams.
I can have a none.
Yeah, he signed for 2022, 2023. 2
That
more
next
years
year.
left. Yeah, next year and the year after.
Okay.
I can say none on that game. I don't want
No.
no win. A
No,
draw. A draw.
No.
For what game?
Tomorrow night game.
But somebody's gonna win.
No, nobody got to win because we're a draw.
Nah.
Well, I need the Bears to win because then we'll go up over the Bears in the draft standings.
If the Bears win,
I think they got 4 wins right now. That would be 5.
They got 4 wins.
5 with us.
I tell you what these divisional games are, right? These divisional games funny. I got money there hype. And I just come here and crush up.
But it's been a good outside of the games. The games had some nice games, good comebacks, intense. Our predictions were average, some good predictions, some bad predictions. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But someone put up the standings. What's the standings looking like after these Sunday games?
Well, I just had it.
Put up the standings.
Your overall?
Yeah, what's the AFC standings? What's the NFC standings right now?
Right now, the Eagles up top with 9-4. Then the Titans at 9-4. Then the Chiefs. Chiefs also at 9-4. They have a chance to get the number 1 spot too. Then the Baltimore Ravens are 8-5, and I think the Ravens are at the 4th seed. Chargers are at the 5th seed at 8-5. Colts are now in the 6th seed at 7-6, and the Bills are at the 7th seed with 7-6.
What's it? Oh, she give me a plus for Seattle.
So yeah, so the Chiefs look like they're coming. Look like they get us straight now.
Should be a good little race to the end.
Wait, you don't want
big game next weekend. Chiefs and Chargers, right?
Yeah, Chiefs are right. The Chargers.
Wow,
Chiefs are beat the Chargers.
The Chargers beat them already.
Yeah, but that's when the Chiefs were at the lowest point in the first half of the season.
You see the Chargers' prolific offense today
Against the Giants.
It don't matter. Execution.
Against the Giants.
How about
Giants beat the Panthers and the Eagles.
Exactly.
Against the Giants, but the Eagles suck.
Yeah, but the Giants too.
Eagles suck.
No, don't say that.
Eagles suck. The Eagles aren't a good football team right about now. The Eagles suck right about now.
Hey, the Giants hold the Panthers at 3 points. That's like illegal.
The Chiefs got to play. The Chiefs have to play the Broncos again too, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
I think all the games gonna be division games at the end.
Them division games are I love the way
Chiefs are win out.
You think so?
Chiefs are win out.
I can't back here on that one.
Chiefs are win out.
I can't back here.
Let me see the schedule.
Can't back here on that one. Tala.
Coming up, they got the Chargers, then the Steelers, then the Bengals, then the Broncos.
They will beat the Steelers.
The Bengals.
They ain't got that defense to guard out here. Them fucking receivers, you know that. It gonna be a shootout. They're gonna be a shootout against the Bengals.
They beat the Cowboys 19-9, and the Cowboys got good receivers, better than what the Bengals have.
Yeah, but fucking
You understand?
Dak play like shit.
Yeah, but right now, Dak is a better quarterback than Burrow.
Not right now.
Yes, he is.
Not right now.
Yes, he is. Burrow still got a lot more to learn right now. Dak right now is a better quarterback than Burrow.
Not right now.
You don't think so?
No, Burrow is a better quarterback than Dak right now this season.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, with the same receivers. They're basically the same talent. You got Gallup, you got CeeDee Lamb, you got.
I highly believe.
Burrow got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Taylor Boyd. Jamar Chase is a rookie. CeeDee Lamb is his second year. And I think Burrow is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott right now this year.
I disagree with that.
I think so. I don't know.
Nah.
What you said? Wait. Say that last statement.
I think Burrow is a better quarterback over Dak Prescott this year.
What is going on with this guy?
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. Dak Prescott is playing. I mean, don't get me wrong. He had a horrible game this year. A horrible game today against the Redskins. But right now, he's not better than Joe Burrow. Right now, Joe Burrow is not better than Dak.
Look at my girl money. He one-dimensional ass.
What do you mean one-dimensional?
What do you mean one-dimensional? Joe Burrow one-dimensional too?
Never. Dak got all that talent. Dak could run. He don't fucking run. He don't want to run. All he want to do is pass. Look at the passes that Dak make today. He forced them passes in there, get picked off. Burrow ain't doing that shit. Burrow gonna run.
Burrow had a couple bad games. Burrow had a bad game against the Bronx. He had a bad game against the Bronx.
Okay, but Dak had a fucking bad game against
Exactly. But you know what I mean?
I'm saying that Burrow is a better quarterback today in this season than fucking Dak Prescott.
No, he's not.
Yes,
no, he's not. And the stats wouldn't say that.
I don't know what football are you watching. The stats gonna say. Look it up.
No, he's not.
Look it up. Now this is one case I can say. That defense that Dallas have them in the position where they at. Cause Dak has been playing trash this whole year.
This whole year, you ain't won it. No man.
Trash. Dak has been playing trash this whole year. Dak ain't playing to his potential, KG. Dak is not playing to his potential. Everybody know that.
Dak has what? Completion percentage 67.9 completion percentage, 3,381 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 picks, passer rating of 98.1. You see Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, 68.8 completion percentage. You got it. 3,483 yards, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and 100.6 passer rating.
The stats don't lie.
So pretty much even.
Not even. How do you tell
because Burrow has more interceptions than Dak.
So I don't mean.
He has more interceptions than Dak, so stats are pretty much even.
Wait. Do you know Burrow played more games than Dak this year, right?
So they haven't had him by yet?
No, Dak was also injured. Dak was also injured too. Dak was also injured.
Don't give a flying fuck.
You also got to include that.
No, Burrow is a 2-year quarterback. How long Dak been in the fucking league? Don't shit me up, guys. Come on, man.
No.
Come on. He playing with a rookie freaking receiver. So come on now. Dak play with Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, Gallup, and fucking CeeDee Lamb. Don't shit me up, guys. Come on. Joe Burrow is the better quarterback this season than Dak Prescott.
Shane, what you not taking into consideration, right?
Also the opponents too as well. You play the Jets.
But look at this, KG. Look at this. Look at this, KG. KG, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. KG, look at this. How much games has Amar Kuba, CD Lamb, and Gallup miss?
Wait, they also miss a lot of games too.
Oh,
That's true as well. That's true as well. That's true as well.
Gallup must have missed 8 games.
That's true as well. That's true as well.
5 games.
That's true as well.
CD been out for about 3 or 4
That's
games.
true as well.
You gotta.
They haven't been healthy. You also gotta include that.
Exactly. And Dak's still doing that stuff when he got limited receivers out there.
What Joe Burrow did last year before he got hip injury.
We talking about last year. We talking about this year. We talking about this year.
You're making a reference, right? So I'm making a reference. Joe Burrow, before he had the ACL injury last year, without a Jamar Chase, he was on track to be rookie of the goddamn year last year.
Okay, so what Dak do before he get injured last year?
He
was in consideration for MVP.
He wasn't considered for MVP.
He was in consideration.
He was in consideration for MVP.
It's the same damn argument your head making with me. Is this year? I don't want to care about injuries. A good quarterback gonna be a good quarterback, regardless of who he got in the back. Joe Burrow, right now, as the stats state, is the better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I don't give a shit about strength and schedule.
Wow,
I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about. But these fucking Bears.
These Bears come to play.
I don't care about who is injured from who ain't injured. I just let now you know that Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott this season. Stat-wise stated. That's all I say. The stats say I rest my case. That's all I say. If we go from now to the end of the season, Joe Burrow will probably outplay Dak Prescott for the rest of the season. Dak Prescott looked horrible today. Again, the game when he played against the Raiders, he looked horrible. They just look horrible, man.
But they put up like 30-something points.
Yeah, but he still look horrible, KG.
Yeah, I mean,
you put up the points. Yes, granted, you put up the points, but you put up points against a team that you should have washed them. That you should. Okay. Again, I can do comparison. Jimmy Garoppolo. What was Dak Prescott's quarterback rating this game? And what was his stats this game against Washington?
Hold on. But I think a lot of quarterbacks don't have good passer rating stats against the Redskins.
I don't understand it, but yeah. He had a 58.8 passer rating. 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, 58.8. But a lot of quarterbacks don't have a good passer rating against the Redskins. A lot of quarterbacks don't have that. Even Brady had a hard passer rating against the Redskins. A lot of quarterbacks don't have good passer rating against the Redskins.
Because the coaches are defensive minded.
Right, exactly.
He makes sure defense work first before anything else.
I don't know. I would love to see him play against each other. Then we have this conversation later.
Go buy some beat him.
The defense.
Go buy some beat him.
The defense.
That would play a better game than Burrow. If they play
defense. The
they
defense.
play everything.
That defense was
I'm not saying that Burrow ain't a good.
I said Burrow elite.
No, I know what you're saying. When you're saying that he
2 years, maybe next year, even 2 years from now, Burrow will be better than that. Because Burrow has a better arm. Burrow has the better arm.
I'm just saying that he having a better season than that. That's all I'm saying.
Taking into consideration,
I don't want to take that into consideration.
You have to.
I don't want to take a damn thing into consideration. He's having a better season than that.
You have to take it into consideration.
Why? Nobody don't take nothing in consideration for Jimmy. Why the fuck I take it into consideration?
Because no one would put Jimmy in the same category as Dak and Burrow and them.
Why not? When he already put up nothing but Jimmy probably got in the statistics. Jimmy probably is number 3 or 4 or 5 in the highest QBR rating for all quarterbacks this year, but he gets no respect. No respect.
He'll never get that respect.
The reason why Jimmy don't get the respect because they don't like him. And that's what it is.
And that's bullshit, Casey.
That's how they're gonna be.
Yeah, we had
a lot of quarterbacks in. If they're in love with your arm, you won't get it.
He ain't got a popular name.
they view Jimmy as like a tier
You
2
know,
quarterback.
yeah, you know what they want to see? They want to see like a 300 and something yard passing yards and like 4 touchdown game or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what they want to see.
But my thing is, right? If you got all around, if you have a well balanced team, you're never gonna get that. Not with a well balanced team, like Dak have all them weapons, right? You don't think that in a regular game, if you're a coach game planning, you don't think you want Ezekiel to have 2 touchdowns, 100 yards rushing. You don't think you need to have one of your receivers or two of your receivers or they with 100 yards each. One of them should have 1 touchdown apiece.
I think the Cowboys need to run the ball more.
I think they do.
Kellen Moore doing a lot of dumb shit sometimes. You just need to run the ball some more, man.
Run the ball, but everybody know if you run the like I always say all the time. If you come out one way or the other, the team the defense got to adjust to what you're doing. If you come out pass happy, the defense will go into coverage. When the defense go into coverage, then you give it to Zach. But my thing is like, any team that play the Cowboys have to respect Zeke, right? Any team they have to respect Cooper.
Zeke and Cooper.
And
Zeke, Cooper, and Lamb.
And Lamb. So why not expose the whole damn thing? You start off one way and kill him with the next. I don't understand what the Cowboys are doing.
Kellen Moore and McCarthy. I don't know. They need to focus more on the run game, starting off games and stuff like that. I don't know.
Another reason why I think that game was so close against the Bengals today too. The Bengals didn't have to worry about Elijah Mitchell. He was marked off. So all you have to worry, Debo banged up. So all you gotta do is guard Debo and Kittle. They couldn't guard Kittle. Look what he put up. Look at the numbers he put up. Right? All running game, we only had 56. Our leading rusher only had 56 yards rushing. That's we don't do that. We put up 100 something yards a game. So I think that's why the game was that close. But you still couldn't stop Kittle. Debo was a non-factor in this game. He had 1 touchdown. He touched the ball 3 times. That's it. And you make his regular catches, cross the middle. He put up his little points that he's supposed to do. And then he had the end. But Kittle was your major factor in that game, and you couldn't stop him. So what happened if Elijah Mitchell was in the game? And what happened if Debo was 100%?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been a different story. I mean, not a different story, but it would have been a bigger story. Same story, just bigger. But I don't understand the not respecting Jimmy.
What a throw by Rodgers, Jesus Christ. I would love to have a quarterback later. Oh, boy. You see that throw? You see that throw by Rodgers?
Nice.
Jeez, I'm bread.
Jimmy Garoppolo out here got a 67.7 completion percentage, 2,937 yards, 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and a 99.2 quarterback rating. I don't know.
He playing good football.
He playing good football, but he gets no respect. He's trash. He's garbage. If I show you some of the comments, he's garbage.
He got any Pro Bowls or pros?
I think he got one last when we were Super Bowl.
Yeah. Did I also use that as
But I don't understand him use that because that's fan base.
Look at that throw by Rodgers. Jesus, bread.
But this is going to be a tight game.
Maybe a good game tonight.
So
give it another half. See what happens.
I don't think the Bears will keep pace, but we're gonna see. They might surprise me.
Exactly.
All right, so tomorrow is the Cardinals and the Rams. I don't want none of them to win. I'd love for it to end the draw.
You definitely don't want the Rams to win. You rather have the Rams lose than win.
Yeah,
if the Rams lose, then they probably have a game out of drop into
a game of the 5th.
The 6th seed or 5th.
Yeah, 6th seed. Yeah, we can finish 6th, right? Like I said, with our schedule, we can easily step into the 5th position.
Right.
I'm saying. But we'll see. We go ahead and wish Monique the best of luck, Monique, and check us on Tuesday where we do the recap. and we'll see what happens. Koi might harass you before then.
She should call in on Tuesday.
But
You're gonna have a call on Tuesday and talk about whether the Bears fell off or they came out victorious.
Boy, if the Bears win, are you sure I want to call in here if the Bears win? Because a lot of shut ups and hush your ass gonna be going on. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
When you win, you control as much as you want.
Exactly.
You control as much as you want.
Well, I got start having a ambulance on standby because I don't know if you can make it to the rest of the season. Like, are you looking everything?
No.
Every show you come on, you're looking a little dung and I don't know.
I expect the result no, so I ain't gonna feel that bad. I might just have a big cigar in my mouth, but that might be it. I'm expecting this, so it is what it is.
All right, so we got the game tomorrow, Monday night,
and then review from the whole
review
on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then Saturday, we're gonna be on during what time the game's coming on Saturday? I think the first one 4:30. The first one
7.
We
are doing the night game.
Night game again, like this one to give our Boy, we might have to do a show Friday, you know.
Not really. Any of your teams playing Saturday?
Well, we have a show on Wednesday, right? I mean on Tuesday, right?
On Tuesday, yeah, true. So we can preview the Saturday.
On Tuesday, we can preview the Saturday games.
Yeah. Saturday, no, nobody playing. The Raiders and the Browns 4:30, and the Patriots and the Colts 8:20. That's gonna be a good game.
Normally, I don't want to be on the Bears. I don't want to go on the Bears. I'm good with him.
All right, so let's go ahead and sign off. We'll be back on Tuesday. Monique, good luck in the rest of the game this half. I got rooting for you. Okay, I don't like the Packers. I rooting for you. You see though, I got too much faith, but I'm rooting for you. Thanks. So,
all right, fellas.
All right, Tuesday, guys, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll come here to recap Week 14 and then give our previews for the Saturday games, the 2 games on Saturday. And we're gonna hope to see Shrede in a better mood or in a different attire. I don't know yet what we're gonna see, but we see something.
The shades are gone, so.
The shades are gone. I don't know. You're pretty guys, I don't know. But he got he got a hood though. He got a hood, so I don't know. Next gonna be the Dan Corona mask, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
All right, guys. Sign out.
All right, fellas. Peace out.
Right.
Goodbye.